Hi Pisces, I hope you guys are doing great today. Welcome to your general messages for November 1st through the 7th. I'm going to pull a couple of different kinds of spreads. I'm going to do a general, then love oracles, Lenormand, other stuff. Let's see what we get as a crowning message for you guys. Definitely a little bit of a weird week. We finally do have Mercury going direct on Tuesday, but the thing is it's going to be squaring Saturn till like Friday. So there's going to be this hurry up and wait kind of vibe. From here in the States, we do have the elections happening on Tuesday. I do not see the results happening straight out of the gate. I see it really probably more towards the middle of November. And really because of Saturn. Saturn is just going to be holding back the results, right? Because even though Mercury is going to be going direct, we have a very tough post-shadow period, this particular Mercury retrograde. So just give it like 2 weeks to sort of start unknotting itself. But by Thursday of this week into Friday, that's where that final conflict with Saturn is going to finally be finishing up. I'm kind of looking at it as like Mercury being like, all right, Saturn, get the hell out of my way. Like, I'm tired of the no's. I'm tired of the restriction. Let's just go and get this done, right? But guys, I want to say, like, the emotions are going to be very interesting this week for sure. We're kind of going through all of the signs. Ooh, we have self-love. Beautiful. Beautiful, Pisces. So we have the week starts out on Sunday. The moon is going to be in Taurus, which is an earth sign. And then by Monday, which moon's going to be in Gemini, which is an air sign. Then by Thursday, the moon's going to be in Cancer, which is water. And then by Saturday, it's going to be in Leo, which is fire. And remember, the moon rules our emotions. So we're going to kind of be a little all over the place this week. Okay, so we got self-love here, which I think is a pretty cool crowning energy. Sorry for that ring light. Let me see if I could move that a little bit so it's like not so, yeah, I think that's better. So this is about taking a minute out to get to know yourself and what works for you, Pisces, in this particular part of your life. And really understand some of the biggest challenges to self-love and, our self-criticism and this idea of perfectionism. So, think about that. Because that only leads to harsh judgments and judgments of yourself and feeling closed off. So you really want to keep a very open mind, a very open heart regarding yourself, regarding other people right now. And just simply ask yourself, where is something poking at you that you need to really address? And just, start the ball rolling on addressing it. Because that is the best way of really, really loving yourself. Doing your own self-identification and seeing, where the issue might be. Kind of like it for you. All right, so, but definitely like a strange kind of vibe, though, this week. So what I'm feeling called to say, Pisces, is if something's troubling you, whether it has to do with a personal relationship, society at large, a job, co-workers, whatever it is, if something is eating away at you, just understand, because Sunday is going to be a very it is what it is kind of energy, but then by Monday with the moon in Gemini, our emotions are going to be very jittery. The good thing, though, is going to be in harmony with Venus. Venus is going to be really beautifully aspected this week, so even though we're going to be feeling very emotional, Venus is going to be in there to soften things up. So if you're having issues with people at work or with a relationship, or if you're not happy about how things are going, particularly in your life right now, stop, take a minute to breathe, figure out what you can control, what you can't control, right? And let go of the rest and just focus on loving yourself. And again, going back to that idea of knowing that you can only control what you can control. Where in your life do you want to make some changes right now? Don't compare yourself to others. Try not to get on that boat of what if, if only this person could do this, if only that outcome had happened, whatever. Really focusing on what you have control over and just really embracing that. So let's pull some cards for your past, present, near future, final outcome. I'm going to pull another row, as I do. I always think it's good to get the qualifiers out of the way because they often work together in tandem anyway with the original pull. Right? Let's see. We switch it up from week to week, right? Last week we did the Celtic cross spread. So let's see what's going on in this past energy. All right. So yeah, we King of Swords in the reverse, Two of Coins in the reverse. So, well, Two of Coins in the reverse is you might have been dealing with an inability of somebody's inability to commit, or you had an inability to commit. You were dealing with some sort of feeling of overwhelm, struggling in some kind of way, feeling very sort of at odds, right, with something. So that could be you, or it could be an energy that you were dealing with. The commitment could be to anything. Remember, the pentacle energy, coin energy, is mental, physical, emotional connection. So it could have been to a relationship, a job, a friendship, some sort of family situation. We have this working with the King of Swords in the reverse, which is really an energy of somebody who is kind of like a con man or a con woman, or somebody who can be very emotionally abusive, really like kind of like a corrupt energy, right? Because remember, the swords are truth and it's communication. So when we have the swords in reverse, it's the opposite of that. So it can be deflection, gaslighting, passive aggressiveness, dishonesty, somebody saying that things are going to be a certain way and not, but the bottom line here is whatever it led to confusion for you. I do feel like whatever it was like, what in the recent past, like where you were just like, what the hell just happened? Kind of energy. We have this working with the Sun in reverse and the Six of Wands. And I have to tell you that the Sun in reverse is still very positive. It just means delay. So some sort of delayed gratification, some sort of temporary depression. You may be experiencing, you may be feeling like you're in the space of waiting. I mean, it definitely could be because of COVID, for sure, having to do with work or even that relationship. Maybe you guys are just in a weird space within relationship, but there's this idea of waiting, delay with the Sun reverse. But the fact that you got it does mean that it's going to happen. It's just not going to happen right now. And I love that it's with the Six of Wands in the upright, because this is about just good news coming in, being recognized for something, being very successful, very victorious, and whatever it is that's on your heart, primarily on your heart. So, maybe you're going to have, maybe if, work isn't going so great, your relationships are going to be better, vice versa, whatever it is. There is this idea, though, of you experiencing success in a part of your life that's been troubling you right now. So there's going to be this delay, but the delay is going to end up releasing, which I think is kind of perfect, since we do have Mercury coming out of retrograde. And again, it's not going to be totally out of shadow, I don't think, for 2 weeks. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing everything just going molasses slow in the charts that I'm looking at. But let's say by the 7th into the 8th, right? We have that moon in Leo by the 7th, that fire energy. We're going to start to at least feel some differences there by the end of the week, for sure. Right? But there's, for now, there is delay, but this does foreshadow that something is going to be happening that's good. Nice. Okay, so we have the Ace of Wands in reverse working with the Devil in reverse. I like the Devil in reverse better because this indicates recovery. This indicates leaving some sort of abusive situation, something that wasn't working for you, that was very imbalanced. Remember, the Devil energy, it doesn't only mean addiction. It doesn't only mean, an irresponsible, lusty behavior. It means any kind of imbalance, right? So wherever there was imbalance, this indicates balance coming back in. But we have this working with the Ace of Wands in reverse, which indicates rejection, which indicates a false start, some sort of delay. So you may have experienced some sort of rejection, some sort of false start, but at the same time, you're pretty quickly going into a space of recovering from that, hopefully with the self-love. Beautiful. We have the Ace of Cups working with 3 of Coins. This is fabulous. The Ace of Cups can indicate a new relationship, a proposal, marriage. For some of you, this can indicate finding out that you're pregnant. New baby news, or some sort of adoption came through, or something like that. And then we have this working with the Ace of Cups could also be the proposal of a new job or a new project, something like that, some sort of new offering. And we have this working with the 3 of Coins, which is about teamwork and collaboration, and really focusing on the quality of something. So if this has to do with a relationship, you're focusing on the quality of working with somebody to actually improve and build the relationship, right? The Three of Coins, I always call this the architect card, right? Because it's Mars and Capricorn, and Mars is that warrior planet, and Capricorn's all about putting in the hard work that's necessary to elevate the situation. So apply that however you may. That could be with relationship. That could certainly be with a new job, some sort of opportunity coming in that's going to be, you're going to be building. There's actually, it's more specifically, it's almost going to be like there is, like I call it the architect card, because it's almost like the blueprint is being figured out for your life moving forward. So there's definitely newness here, or at least some sort of new approach. And then we have, in the near future, we have the Two of Cups in the upright with the Knight of Wands in the reverse. So let's talk about the Knight of Wands in reverse, because this can be a very chaotic energy. This could be libido is very wackadoo, sexual excess, feeling very, very impulsive. But then we have the Two of Cups energy, and the Two of Cups is romantic love and partnership and proposal. Again, proposal, the idea of marriage. So with the Knight of Wands, there could be this, let's work it with the other two straight out of the gate. We have the Seven of Coins. It's working with the Seven of Coins here, which is about having a lot of patience, hard work. There is this idea of delayed success, which is okay, but we have it working with the Knight of Swords, which is some sort of truth coming out. There could be conflict, some sort of fast-talking person coming in. It could be an air energy. You could certainly be dealing with an air energy. But whatever conversation happens, I just feel like it's very ultimately positive. There's going to be some sort of lifestyle change incited. If it has to do with relationship, them moving in with you, you moving in with them, the decision to move somewhere else. But it has to do with the job. There being the sort of culmination of this aggravation and this conflict finally being discussed, finally being laid out on the table, and where there could be even impulsive conversations had, but it ends up being a good thing. It ends up inciting change, and it ends up inciting this kind of path that you're going to be coming up on, Pisces, where I feel like you're not going to have everything come to fruition right away, but the path is going to be more clearly defined, right? Because the Seven of Coins, again, is about patience, understanding what you need to do, but that understanding is going to be had or realized through the Knight of Swords energy, which is a little bit of a conflict energy. It's somebody coming in and saying, let me tell you, or you going in and saying, let me tell you, kind of thing. But it being necessary for this Two of Cups to come into fruition. So with all of that being said, keeping it in context, I'm understanding the Knight of Wands energy to just be like really good excitement on the other side of what's going to seem like a little bit of a chaotic situation, where if it has to do with relationship, it's like a huge crazy fight, but then it's like the air is cleared and everybody understands each other. If it has to do with some sort of situation in work, something's got to come to a head, you know? But the reason, that the motivation behind all of this is a very strong desire for something to be a certain way, a very strong desire to create this certain path for yourself moving forward. But you're not alone. I don't see you being alone here. Like there's another energy involved here. Now let's look at the final outcome. Final outcome, we have the Ten of Wands with the Knight of Coins. So you know what? I'm not mad at this at all, because the Ten of Wands is all right. Oh my gosh, it's time to put these wands down. Everything is just too heavy. It's stressful. It's exhausting. Too many burdens. I got to just put that bad boy down. Like I can't do this anymore. You know, I definitely see this coming in for a lot of people actually by the end of this week with the Moon in Leo. The Moon in Leo just wants to have a good time. It's like, oh my God, can we just drop the heaviness for a minute? You know, but then we will have this working with the Knight of Coins, which is about, again, being very reliable. This is another hardworking, patient energy. So it's recognizing that something needed to end as it was, because it was just exhausting. And we're like, what the heck is the point anymore? And just really being patient on this new path, right? We have this working with the Hermit Energy and the Princess of Swords. You see a lot of problem solving here, you know, because the Hermit is Virgo, and Virgo is the problem solver of the zodiac. Now, for some of you, this can, for a minute, mean that you have to go it alone for right now, having to do with the relationship, while you figure out what it is that you actually really, really want. You know, I mean, that's, as this is truth, right? Princess of Swords is all about the truth coming out. Just this, you know, and things coming to light. Things coming to light and you realizing things. Now, for some of you, this could indicate also that you're needing to deal with some like gossipy nonsense, perhaps at work, maybe within your friend or family circle, whatever it is. And with the Hermit Energy, you're just going within for clarity and a quest for some personal truth and spiritual illumination right now. You're being very patient and you're just moving past something that really wasn't serving you, just really not serving you. You're actively working on leaving the past in the past, feeling better about yourself, closing something up with somebody. So this closing up can be actually the end of a cycle and this very necessary argument to move forward in a healthy way. So that could be, you know, leaving that toxicity behind for some of you and just moving forward alone. Others of you, you may be focusing on a relationship. The Hermit Energy, for those of you who are in a relationship that you really don't want to make very public right now for whatever reason. Maybe you've been on this merry-go-round and you don't want to tell your friends and family that you guys got back together, or maybe you're in some sort of secret affair, or you're trying to work on some sort of project having to do with work that you're really not ready to discuss with anyone. The Hermit Energy could certainly mean be doing a lot of deep introspective work, problem solving and stuff, but quietly, and everything is going to be based on the truth. So, you know, for some of you, you're going to be leaving a situation and just figuring out what you want. Others of you, you're going to be privately trying to work on a situation that has to do with relationship. Others of you, I feel like there's transition going on for you at work. You know, there's air clearing. There are new things that are sort of abreast that you're considering, but you're sort of in this. Remember, this is only for 1 week. I'm just feeling very much by like 6th, 7th, 8th of November, things are going to start to crystallize a little bit. And that matches for me the astrology for you guys, because a lot is going to be happening in the middle of November. Good stuff. Thank goodness. Things are going to just, you know, Mars is finally going to be out of retrograde. Uranus is going to be the hell out of our hair the way he's been in our hair. So I just feel like things are just going to feel a lot lighter moving forward. So we have that. Okay. And let's just pull some love. Let's pull a couple of love oracles. Guys, I try to do a fair share. Those of you who've been watching me on career and love, especially now during the times that we're in now, but I do get far more requests having to do with relationship. So that's why I do the little extra jam at the end for, what was that? Trust. Trust just fell on the floor. I'm not taking it though. Trust just fell on the floor, Pisces. What? Not taking it. Okay. Playfulness. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together. Remember, love is the greatest healer. Yeah, especially next Saturday. Leo and the moon. Yeah, it's nice. Only time will tell. Remember, Leo rules that 5th house of fun, romance, falling in love, doing things that we enjoy doing, spending time with our children and really getting a lot of joy out of that. Let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims. It simply allows and gives. So yeah, so I see something either, there's newness here to me. There's newness here to me in newness here to me. Either brand new or a revisit. But it's good. Okay, let's pull some Lenormand. We have the man. We have the coffin. We have the box. We have the child. That's so funny because the child is a Leo energy because Leo is the fifth house and fifth house is children. It's also newness. So the child card does indicate something new beginning. Yeah, exactly what I was saying here before. Either a brand new relationship, Pisces, a brand new connection. I don't feel like you're going to go from 0 to 100, and thank goodness for that. I feel like you're going to be meeting somebody new. Very much focusing on the future, looking at the fact that something has ended with the coffin energy, recognizing that somebody was quite duplicitous with you with the fox energy, recognizing all of these things, and now focusing on a new something, either discussing what you perceive to be confusing or duplicitous. See, the funny thing is with the fox energy, it could be cross communication. It could be that somebody came off one way while feeling another. You may not have all the information. That's just something to understand. That's where it's different than the snake. You know, the fox could definitely be, for whatever reason, maybe in the fox energy, somebody could feel either very insecure, vulnerable, confused, whatever, and that's why they're not giving all the information, and that could be understood as being very duplicitous by you. That's how it can be. Or it can be somebody who is just straight up duplicitous. But regardless, you're just focused on the child energy, which I think is like you being you, doing you. It's very much a me-based energy. Leo, fifth house, is about what you love to do, you falling in love, you focusing on a relationship. If you want to be in one on a Monday through Sunday kind of thing, this is the act of sex. This is beautiful stuff. Again, children, anything like that, that we're responsible for creating and inciting something new. There's a newness here. There is a newness here that you're going to be working on, but only time will tell. Just have a good time with each other. Playfulness and child. I like it. I like it. Let's pull a couple of Island Time Wellness to see if we can get a little history here. Paradise, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness. Playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. Mask. Oh my gosh, it's so funny. We got the mask after what I just said about the fox. Somebody's not showing their true feelings. There's this idea of hiding, pretending, personifying. There could be some sort of gaslighting. The low energy of this would be. The higher energy would be somebody not showing their true feelings because they're scared, they're vulnerable, they're insecure. But then we have this idea of abundance. Keeping a positive mindset manifests exactly what you want, feeling gratitude and bliss. So I do like this, Pisces, for you. It does seem like, I don't know, the page is turning, as we say, right? It does seem like that. So guys, thank you so much for joining me. Have a fabulous, fabulous week. Guys, please stay safe. This is going to be a weird week, you know. It's definitely going to be a little bit of an up and down kind of thing emotionally. So just keep yourself safe and focus on good things. Good things, right? Try to be very cognizant about staying away from negative energy and people who are going to like just bring you down kind of thing this week especially. Okay, just hang in there and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.